Well, good evening and welcome to our annual side-by-side concert. I'm so excited to have these outstanding young musicians in front of us today. So my name is Mr. Andrew Heyer. I'm the Director of Orchestras here at Strongsville High School. Some of you may know me from 5th grade, Moraski and Whitney. I had a lot of these students several years ago. I always tell students I start you in 5th grade and then I don't have you again until you are teenagers at the high school. So I start you and then I see you through to graduation. So we do this concert every year to give the 8th graders a chance to play on the stage here by themselves along with our high school chamber strings. And it's absolutely an amazing experience. The high schoolers have mingled with the 8th graders, got to know them a little bit. Yesterday and the day before, I visited both 8th grade orchestras, talked about the high school orchestra program and all the amazing things we do and all of our outstanding student musicians that we have and how excited I am to have them next year as high school students on this very same stage. And so without further ado, we're going to get started with our first piece. I have a student who's going to announce and tell you all about it.
Hello, my name is Colton Hillbrath and I play the violin. Welcome to the Strongsville Middle School and Strongsville High School combined 8th grade and chamber strings performance. Tonight we are excited to bring with George Fru's Escape from Black Licorice Forest. This fun rock style piece is organized into 3 themes that alter between B minor and D major and was composed to portray a journey or an escape. The composer, George Fru, has been a professional bass player and teacher in the Philadelphia area for over 30 years. He has written many jazz pieces as well as compositions for string and ensembles ranging from elementary through high school level. He currently teaches in the Abington School District in Abington, Pennsylvania. We hope you enjoy our performance of Escape from Black Licorice Forest.
Gem, and I play the violin. Composer Yukiko Nishimura is a Los Angeles-based pianist and composer. She has won and been nominated for several composition awards in Italy, Japan, and the United States. Wisteria is a hardy vine that can grow up to 10 and 20 feet long and live up to 50 years. In Japan, the vine grows on trestles, gazebos, and houses. It can produce a lovely white, purple, or blue flowers. Wisteria waltz features a gentle melody intertwining counter melodies, much like a growing vine. Please enjoy this thankful piece.
The violins are switching for the last time. So we have, as 8th grade orchestra, we have 2 more concerts left. We have the All City on March 12th, and then our final concert on May something, I don't remember. So that's it, we're already down to the last 2, and every one of these people you see on stage, except Robert, the bass player, who moved in, so I didn't get a chance to teach Robert. I've taught every single one of these kids on stage in middle school. And some of them were just here, like last year's freshmen, and now they're up here. It's so cool. And I have a proud little, orchestra mommy moment. I get the warm and fuzzies on this night when I get to see seniors like Ronnie and Christina and playing with all of my little 8th graders and Chris and Lauren. It's really cool to see how far they've come, and I remember when they were 8th graders and how scared some of you were when we came to do this concert, and they've just matured so much as just good human beings and musicians, and we are so proud of all of you. For a moment, just so they can see, they'll see you in your own group, but chamber kids from high school, stand up, because we have them spread out through the whole orchestra so they can meet some 8th grade kids. So here's all of our chamber strings, the best of the best.
Akshan, and I play the violin. For our final combined piece this evening, we will be performing Dux Fader's A Matter of Time. This dynamic piece in E minor challenges middle-level students with changing time signatures between 3/4 and 2/4. While the accompaniment parts seem simple, the melody is syncopated. The piece settles into a steady 3/4 section in the middle before returning to its exciting asymmetrical conclusion. Following this piece, there will be a short break while 8th grade exits the stage and Chamberstring gets ready to perform for us. Thank you for attending the concert this evening. 8th grade orchestra's next performance will be at the All-City Concert on Thursday, March 12th, here at the high school.
right, here we go. 8th graders, you sounded amazing. What a fantastic job you did. You guys are awesome. Love you. And I cannot wait to have you next year on this stage. This is the Strongsville High School Chamber Strings, and we are going to perform for you a couple pieces that we're going to actually be playing in 2 weeks on this very stage, except in front of judges. Because in 2 weeks we have state orchestra. Here we host, we're a hosting school. So back there there'll be adjudicators who will give us feedback and let us know how we did. So we're going to play a few things that we're going to be playing in 2 weeks, which is good for them to get some practice reps through here. Right now we have Chris stand up. Chris is our concert master. Chris is a singer. Chris was a member of the 2026 All-State Orchestra. He just performed in Columbus, along with Andrew Kunzelman over there, first chair bass. We have 2 All-State players this year. All right? So Chris is going to go ahead and get them retuned, and then we'll get started. First piece we're going to play for you is absolutely stunning. It's a newer work. It's called Asu Merced Don Jose. And the composer wrote this about her late great uncle, who was a magnificent person and individual. And you're going to hear what her thoughts are on her uncle. It's just stunning. parents, I'm going to be sending you an email soon that's going to answer questions about high school orchestra for you. Also, we sent home with the students yesterday a two-sided sheet that one side explains a little bit about our orchestra program at the high school level. The back side's what's interesting. You will see these actual schedules of 5 class of 2025 graduates from freshman through senior year. You don't see names, but you'll see their GPAs, class ranking, where they're at school now, and you'll see their schedule and how it all works out and how it all goes together. Please email me if you have any questions. So, if you have a question, email me. I can answer it for you, or at least put you in place with the right people. Okay. Okay. This next piece we're going to do is actually a 4-movement symphony, but we're only going to do movement 2 and movement 4 today. We've done 1 and 3. At State Orchestra in 2 weeks, we're doing the whole thing back to back to back to back. What's interesting about this piece, written by a famous British composer by the name of Benjamin Britten, and we're going to start with movement 2. Students, what you're going to notice, the entire movement is pizzicato. They're putting their bows on the floor, and they are going to pizzicato the entire second movement, because you thought that only 5th graders do pizzicato. That is not true. Actually, world famous composers have famous pieces of music that's all pizzicato. It doesn't go away just because you're older. It just gets faster. All right? So we're going to play the second movement. When it's over, we're going to retune the orchestra, then we're going to jump to the finale movement, which is a real big bangy ending. So this is Benjamin Britten's Simple Symphony, movement 2, and then movement 4. Students, what is one thing you notice when you have to do pizzicato with this T? What always happens to tempos with pizzicato? It gets faster, right? Remember jingle bells? F sharp, 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 A, D, E, F sharp, right? So imagine this piece starting to rush, and it's already fast, right? It becomes unplayable, right? So anyhow, really tough piece, really fun piece. Chris is going to retune, and we're going to do movement 4, and that's it for tonight. By the way, that last piece was called, what was it called, guys? Playful Pizzicato. The last movement that we're going to play has a fun title. It is called Frolicsome Finale. Hey guys, you're flat. Flat, go, quick. not change. I hate winter, and that's why we've been dealing with instrument issues for the past 2 weeks, and it's nonstop. You think the high school's dealing with it. You should hear the 5th graders with those little instruments. Oh my gosh. Mr. Hire, my bridge fell over. My peg is falling out. So, anyhow, all right, thank you so much for being here. Parents, seriously, all right, we're not that far away. The first concert of the year is the first week of October on this stage with all the high school orchestras. 8th graders, you'll be here soon enough. So cannot wait to see you and have you all next year. If you have questions, email me. Thank you so much for being here. Good night.